for my lovely collectives. What is coming in here, what is going on, is Paz with your tarot. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're feeling the girl. What's going on here, collective? This is going to be a collective reading for divine masculine and divine feminine. All right, and in between, whatever it is that you call yourself, okay? Let's get some water here. Today on Patreon, we had a great discussion early in the top of the rising. Each day we actually set intentions. We say our affirmations for the day, and then I usually give them their daily spreads, which is done each and every day. We have really deep conversations on Patreon, so if you would love to be a part of that, go ahead. But I wanted to more or less come on here to give a collective reading for the divine masculine and divine feminine for the week. And this reading is going to be very important, and I would love for us to really be able to just let this in, okay? Let's talk about it, okay? I was reading this book last night, one of the books that I have, and I had to print this out, this little section here, and it's going to go into the collective conversation that we're going to have today, okay? You guys could definitely write in the comments down below what is it that you feel and what comes up in the readings that we are doing here, okay? So what I highlighted is that it is extremely important to become aware of the energetic frequencies that you send out each day. Instead of responding unconsciously, broadcasting cognitive and emotional energy that you really don't want to represent you in the energetic realm, you must become very aware of your options and thoughts and feelings. It may seem difficult at first, but it's crucial in projecting the energy of success. It's very empowering to know that yourself are sending out the waves of information that defines you to the world, and that determines what you get back from it. These energetic vibrations are within your power to alter in any given moment. By transforming just one predominant negative thought, you'll make a major shift in your energy. And as you continue to make these shifts within, everything around you will begin to change, including the outcomes of your desires. So today, I would love for you guys to challenge yourselves, right? A lot of us are so comfortable with the bullshit that has happened in our lives. The deaths, the people who have betrayed us, the people that has done us wrong, the situations and the circumstances that we have been in, and it becomes more of the same thing, the same energy with the same beings that you do not want. So today, I would love to, first off, pull 3 cards for the collective when it comes down to surrendering, okay? I highly recommend, even if you're not a tarot reader, these are oracle cards, is the Power of Surrender cards. All right, these cards are for our healing purposes and surrendering things that no longer serves us, okay? So let's get straight into it. Let's pull 3 cards, and then we're going to get into the regular spread for the collective here for the week, okay? So this is going to be for collective, all right? What is 3 things that we all need to surrender at this time? 3 things for the collective that we all need to surrender at this time, okay? So 3 cards. Okay. let's get straight into this. So your first card here is surrender to play. Okay. This says here, take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. I actually went to Dave and Buster's the other day, and me and my daughter had a ball. Like playing, we are so comfortable, we're just so used to always work and becoming an adult that we forget to have playtime, doing things that makes us feel good, even if that's going into our child self, getting into some activities, doing some hobbies that we haven't done, picking up a new hobby that makes us feel really good. But it's very important for us to find something here and play. Have some time to play. Have some time to laugh. Even if that's watching comedy, if that is going and working out, to me is not play. That's work still. I feel like playing is something here that feeds your child self. That feeds your child self, okay? So your next card is surrender to silence. Okay? In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Okay? A lot of us are scared to be alone. You're scared of the silence. You're scared of being quiet, right? You always need something to kind of fulfill and to kind of fill that void. And Spirit is saying right now, it's very important for us to surrender to the silence. Your last card is surrender your desire to control people. Control comes from being scared. You want to control the outcome so you could be able to feel comfortable in whatever it is that you want to desire. Let me just read this here. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. A lot of us want to have the desire right then, right now. Right then, right now. We need to know. And in this day and age, if you don't contact a person right away, if you don't move right away, it's like people just are so quick to cut you off. And we have to give, like it said, control. To release the control means that there is a part of you, right? There's a part of you that still feels, something here triggers that silence. Something here triggers that not knowing. And sometimes we have to regroup and do something here fun. Why are we feeling this? And this is what we need to start looking into. Why do we have to control the outcome? A lot of us also are lowballing ourselves. We're lowballing ourselves by dealing with people that we know that is not on our caliber, because it's comfortable, it's not challenging. And then when we get something here that is equal to us, we don't know how to react because we don't want that challenge. We want to control. If you guys like this, please share with a friend. Definitely for those who need it. Definitely for those who need it, okay? And don't be afraid to cash at me. Thank you so much to the people who have been cash apping me big money. Like, I'm talking about 50s and ups. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? I appreciate it. It goes right back into the investments. Thank you so much for everybody. Like, I wake up to cash apps and it's just amazing. Okay? But a lot of that also comes with worthiness, right? Because when, just to be transparent before we get into the reading, when I first started this tarot channel, because I had this channel for years, but when I first started to come back onto YouTube and I started the channel, a part of me felt mediocre. How can I get this money? Am I worthy of this? You see how that comes back up of And so, of course, I wasn't in alignment with who my destiny was, but it builds character. You got to be broken down to be built back up. And a lot of us want a certain outcome, but we're not willing to do the shadow work to get the outcome that we want. And sometimes people even get caught up in the shadow work and they feel so comfortable in that shadow. And sometimes it's important for us to get out the shadow so we could be able to now deal with the experiences. So you broke yourself down. You've been breaking yourself down in ways that you realize, this is not for me, this is not for me, this is not for me. But you're comfortable in the shadow now because you're not willing to get out of it. You're not willing to now execute that shadow work through action, because the action is the most scariest part. What do I mean by that? I mean is that now that you have worked on your heart chakra and you're manifesting a new relationship, this person that comes into your life might not be exactly like it's not what you want, is what spirit is giving to you, that's going to help challenge you in the most best way. And a lot of us want something easy. You want something here that you can control. You want something here that you could be able to say, I know what they're doing and they're going to hit me up at this time and they're going to do this. It doesn't work like that. Just like that card says, we have to give time to recharge and give it space. And a lot of us don't want to give things space because we want instant results. We want instant results to our jobs. We want instant results to our finances. We want instant results to our relationships. And it doesn't work like that. All right, let's get straight into this reading here. Today, take some time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for that relationship that didn't deserve you, because they didn't understand themselves. Maybe a lot of the times people take things so personal that has nothing to do with you. If people rejected you, it's because they saw something that they wasn't willing to change within themselves. Half of the time it's not your fault, but we are blamed. We blame ourselves because we didn't get the full outcome of the situation that we wanted. So then we are like, damn, it must be me. It must be because I don't. And then you put your own projections of your own status. Okay, you don't have this, or you, because you didn't have that, and because you did this. Maybe that is a mirror of what's going on that you need to kind of see. But half of the time is other people's bullshit and what they got going on, and that they're not willing to acknowledge. There was something here that the person or the situation has happened for the other person to be triggered that made them not want to go to that level with you. Or if this is a circumstance with the job, half of the times when we get fired from jobs is because there's something better for us, but we're so caught up on the job that let us off, that we're not embracing this new us. We're not embracing the fact that maybe something here is better. And that comes with us understanding and making ourselves available to first realize that I need to change something and see that there's something better for me. But if you don't feel that something here is better for you, then it's not going to happen. Then you're still living in that shadow work. Oh, I'm doing shadow work. When are you going to get out the shadows? We have to get out the shadows and start to really do the work. It's not about just reading and writing and healing, doing crystal work and hitting sound bowls and eating vegan. It's about us really seeing life for what it is. That means experiences with people. And a lot of us is running away from those experiences. And as soon as somebody here comes into our lives that challenge us, and you get something here that you don't want, you run right back to the shadows. So now you're doing yourself an injustice because you didn't let the situation here show you thoroughly what is it about, because you want something right here, right now. People don't respond to you. It's instantly something else. This person here doesn't like me. Shout out to Brother King Silent. Let's get straight into this reading. I'm sorry I'm speaking, but I was writing this shit down yesterday, and I spoke a little bit about it to my Patreon today, and now we're having this. So let's get straight into it here. Let's talk about it. Leveling up, all right? That's going to be your angel number, 1144, leveling up. Underneath the deck, purpose in reverse. Leveling up is uncomfortable. That's a new frequency. Think about it when you go in on a plane and you going up high. You're leveling up to go up high. Your ear starts to pop. There's a different vibration that you feel, right? It's uncomfortable. And then after the ears pop, then what happened? You up there, you chilling. You get to eat, you're watching your movies. You know what I'm saying? You're reading your book. And then when you start going back down, what happens again? Your ears pop again. So everything is a vibration. And we have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable before you level the fuck up. Because now you're seeing the things that you were comfortable with. The things that you've allowed. The things that you didn't do, and the things that you should do. All of these things make you feel uncomfortable. Because now you are thinking. Now your brain is starting to expand. Now you're using more of your brain cells. So let me read you what 1144 leveling up means before we get into it. Don't be afraid to grow. Growing is different than just writing your affirmations. That becomes comfortable too. But allowing the experiences to happen and feeling uncomfortable in those experiences is how you're going to be able to level up. It's not about you running away and trying to hide in your house. It's not about you trying to cut off every relationship, or because someone here does something here that you didn't like. Why do you feel that way? I mean, obviously there's discernment. There's healthy and then there's unhealthy. And a lot of people take silence as unhealthy. How many of us been a victim of feeling because someone here didn't respond fast, or because you didn't hear the outcome, or someone here is acting silence, that is something here that makes you feel some type of way? That means that you're bleeding onto other people because they want to be silent. That has nothing to do with you. The best decisions are made from a place of peace, of stability. Check in on your foundations. And I'm just going to stop right here. Let me stop, put my finger on there so I don't get off topic. But a lot of us also are going through instability with our finances, with our love, with our bodies, with our home life, right? There's a lot of instability here, which causes chaos, which causes low vibrational feelings, which is all by design. But when you realize what is stability to you, it don't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter how big your place is. It doesn't matter how small your shack is. It don't matter. Let's keep it going. Check in on those foundations. How are you keeping yourself grounded and centered? Are there any needs you may have been neglecting? Prioritize your inner work. Pour your whole heart into whatever it is you are working on. We promise all that labor will pay off in the long run. Any positive adjustments you can make your habits help to cultivate a life of greater happiness and reward. Let me stop right here before I get into just the reading. Yesterday I was talking to my rapper friend, very successful, lives very well, okay, but he works so hard. He works like, we work like this, we work the same way, right? It's hard to catch him because he's always writing, he's always in the studio, he's always putting in. He don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't party, and that's how he got in his success, right? What are we willing to risk to get what is it that we want? A lot of us, right, are not living in our divine purpose. So it's hard to be able to see what you want because you're living in discomfort and what you don't want each and every day because of priorities, because of what you have to do, because of the bills, because you're home. And when do you make that time for you and make that fun for you? You see how the cards of surrendering comes in? Purpose. Purpose. There's a saying that I said to my friend yesterday, right? A job, this is from Rich Dad Poor Dad, and we're gonna read that book next year, 2025, in Patreon. A job is a temporary problem to a long-term situation. That's gonna go over your heads. Let's keep it going. Upright, finding a center of stability and peace, doing the hard inner work. Breaking up stale routines in favor of healing practices. Putting your heart into work you are proud of. Let's read what 77 in reverse means before we get into it. Damn, we in 22 minutes and I didn't even get to the tarot yet. This is going to be a long reading. So, reversed is fear leading to avoidance. Stagnation and despair about the future. Living an insincere life. Feeling defeated by the challenges you encounter. How many of us have let fear stop us from where we need to go? I could say I have. How many of us have let situations stop us from being the best person that we are? When you think about this situation, just think. Go back to this. Go back to to the situation that made you feel how you felt. Let's go back. First of all, how did you attract that? A lot of the times it's the fear in our minds that made us attract the situation that we didn't want, which is what I said earlier. So you're gonna have to rewatch this over and over because it's about to get real. And then ask yourself, in that experience, what stopped? How did you feel before? Was you doing yoga? Was you happy? Was you free? Was you playful? Was you not controlling? Did you let things ride out? What made you feel the way that you feel now? How did that innocent part of you stop? How did that purpose, that living purpose, because we all are living in our purpose. There's things in situations and circumstances that make us question our purpose. And a lot of you guys gave up on that. I have. It was quick. It was a quick little, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes even little situations it trickled down to finances, relationships, sex drive, whatever the case may be. There was things, even though I quickly remember, oh, this is my purpose, I gotta get back on it. It becomes autopilot because now you're just doing something here to keep up. But that's still not living in your divine purpose, because living in your divine purpose is childlike. That's understanding the inner self of who you are and where you're going. Because now it's just a responsibility. Okay. Let's get to this, please. Because I just realized it's 8:50. I gotta go to the post office. I gotta go to Family Dollar, get some more boxes. So let's get straight into it here, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. This is going to be a reading here for you. What is your oracle card for this collective reading here? Please light this up. We have here Crystal Ball Clarity, and then we have here Tea Leaf Foresight. Okay, so some of you guys, you know, this is going to be clarity for you. This message is going to be clarity. I also feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity throughout the weeks. This week, okay, specifically as we're doing this collective reading for the week here. And if you like more collective readings like this, please let me know. I'll make this definitely a weekly forecast where we could release the things that no longer serve us. There we go. Wow. This says here, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay, so the reason why I'm picking out the tea leaves is because tea leaves came out. So usually when this card comes out, I pick out the tea leaves here from this deck. Okay, it says here, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay, stepping into a new experience. Okay, and usually when this card comes, a lot of us is going to start to feel like, as it shows the leg, a lot of us is going to start to feel our body start to feel like it's growing, like stems. Like you're going to start to feel your body start to vibrate. You're going to start to feel like, sometimes you ever felt like when your body feels like it has like the tingles in your legs, like if you kind of like cross your legs for too long and then you uncross them, and then that tingle feeling, you're going to start to feel that more because your body is growing. You're stepping into a new experience, meaning that that same thing that we spoke about is going into the plane and feeling that same vibrational difference is the same thing as your body's going through. So some of you guys are going to be going through spiritual ascension symptoms, which means that you might get sick, you might start getting headaches, you might not want to eat certain things. The cigarettes, the alcohol, the sex, the relationships, the conversations, all of that is going to stop because you're going through an ascension. Okay, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Now I'm happy for this. I'm definitely happy that you guys are going to start having fun, because a lot of us wasn't. A lot of us wasn't having fun. Hence why the card came out. Romance, celebration, party. Okay. Lighthearted, carefree time. Did I say this? Oh, wow. Okay, this fell on 77 purpose. New home, new attitude. Some of you guys could be getting a new broom. I also get with this energy here, some of you guys could be possibly changing up your home. Getting more into the decor, making your home more creative. Making your home feel more happy. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness, but how you see your environment is how your mind is. So if your house is cluttered and your room is dark and it just looks very bland, then respectfully, you're bland. You're bland. You're dark. You're cluttered. It's time to change up the house. It's time to change up that room. It's time to add some creative flares to it. Maybe you need to get a bookshelf. Maybe you need to get some books. Maybe you need to get a new chair. Maybe you need to get a new color for the walls. It's time for us to switch it up now. Make your home into your mind, what you want. Get people that inspire you. Like, I got coffee books. I got magazines. I pay for magazines to come to my house. And I'm about to make a magazine bookshelf too. Find things that inspire you, that makes you want to elevate. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay? Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay? So some of you guys could be connecting or, and not like that, but if that's something that you're into, go ahead, do your thing. But this could just mean building with your brothers and sisters. Building more with people. Having intimate conversations with people here. Can I get a lesson for the collective here? Can I get a lesson here for my lovely collective? We got the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius got that yesterday. We are stepping into Sagittarius season. All right. So your lesson here is the Wheel of Fortune in this depiction here. And then you also have here the Hangman in reverse, which means that you're getting out of something here, which makes sense, right? Even if people, thank you for the cash apps, even if people are trying to design your life, right? Because this is a card of someone here trying to break or trying to control or trying to throw you off your tracks, because that was really big in Sagittarius reading yesterday. The lesson is that only the universe can do that. So whatever happened could also be something that Spirit is trying to show you. Nobody could take you off your track. It is no amount of voodoo witchcraft that nobody could do, because it's all about your faith. If you're righteous, then you understand right. There's nobody could take your destiny from you. You could call that back. There's things that you can do. But the first thing that you need to do is cut off those vices. You got to cut the vices off. Because that is entities that's attached to you. The sex, the drugs, the alcohol, whatever it is. Those are vices. So your lesson here is the Wheel of Fortune in this depiction, and it's speaking about there's nothing that nobody can control but the universe. The universe is in control. Let me read this specifically before we get into this. It says here, suddenly a natural disaster broke out and split the wheel into two pieces. The four creatures threw their books away and ran away in surprise, and the Sphinx and the demon were also shocked and bewildered. It is the moment of realizing that the wheel was not under their control as they thought. The wheel, which seems to be spinning forever, no longer exists. Considering the situation as the destiny, it seems that the greater power will come and restore the fate to the first, or fix it like nothing happened. The disaster can be a coincidence or a sophisticated plan of the God. So even when you feel like something here is a disaster, maybe that was God's plan. Maybe God did that. But then if you think about yourself as God, then that means that your mind is your gut, your mind made that happen. If you want to go on a scientific level, you made it happen. The things that you wanted and the things that you didn't want, and the things that's happening right now. The fear of not feeling like that you wasn't enough, the fear of responsibility, the fear of failure can dismantle and disintegrate everything that you have worked so hard for. Now let's get to it. Some people are here on this earth to, that is their design. Their design is to be low vibrational. That's why it works for them, and they are the best low vibrational person in the world. You ask yourself, why is this person here making this amount of money and they're so evil? Because we need evil people in this earth. We need people that's going to do shit like that. That's what they're designed to do. And it's not for you to try to figure it out. It's not for you to try to hold on to it and have grudges. That is their life, and that's what's serving them. That's what making them feel that way. All right, so collective message here for the week. Collective message here for the week, please. Okay, we got the King of Pentacles popping out. What is coming in here is the Chariot. What is it that you're leaving behind is the Three of Swords. I love it. The best thing that's happening here is the World. Your challenge is the Two of Wands. And your advice is the Empress. Overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. You see, we started with the Wheel and we're ending here with the Wheel. Really good spread. There is something here that you're definitely leaving behind that no longer serves you. That you have to realize here, like you've experienced it. How much time are you gonna go through that same experience? And after a while you just get tired. Either you get tired or you get sick. Or you get sick and tired. Regardless, it gets old. And so a lot of us is realizing here that we have to let go of something here that we have no control over no more. It's done. It's done. It is what it is. You guys are finishing up cycles here with the World. You're finishing up cycles. Cycles that needed to be finished. And your challenge is realizing here that you have made all the right decisions and that you have done all that you can, and be okay with that as well. Some of you guys are very at this point where, did I make the right decisions? Did I do the right thing? Even if you was the wrong one, even if you embarrassed yourself, that was still the right decision. Because if you didn't embarrass yourself, if you didn't go through the same experiences that you did, then you would have never known your fears. You would have never known who you are and what is it that you need to work on. So don't look at these situations as like, damn, I did this and that's why this happened. That was the decision that needed to be happen at that time. That's exactly how it was supposed to go. And you trying to recreate that reality or trying to control a narrative that already happened, then you just like setting yourself up for failure. Because the only thing that you have right now is control of what's happening for you at this moment. And how your thinking process, how you feel, and what are you energetically connecting to the universe for you to get better or for you to get worse. What's the King of Pentacles? We got the Judgment, we got the Nine of Pentacles, and then we got the Six of Wands. You are abundant. You are abundant. You have everything that you need right now to get you where you need to go. Remember the path. Know your purpose. Find your purpose. And live it to the fullest. Live it to the fullest. What's the Chariot here? The Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Swords. Some of you guys have been holding on to something here that Spirit says you need to let go of. That fear. And whatever this was here, collective, it was for a while. Seven of Pentacles is investing. Time invested. Or investing in certain things that you don't want. And to be able to make this, because if you know what you know, and when the time comes, either you're going to fold or you're going to recognize something here that you don't like, and you're going to change that shit instantly. Because sometimes the shot is just one time shot. You get one more wheel before Spirit says if you're worthy or not. And a lot of us don't. We miss that time because we're too busy acting like we don't have enough time. I'm never ready. I'm not ready. That's that shadow. You guys get so caught up in being in that shadow work, and a lot of you guys need to get out the shadows. You need to get out that 12th house and realize, okay, when I'm going to come into my first house and show what I've worked on, show the transformation, show this change. Where's the Three of Swords here that you're leaving behind? The Two of Wands, the decisions that you've made. Okay, the King of Wands here and the Nine of Cups. This could be your career, your confidence, your reputation. The things that didn't work. These are all character development moments. The King of Wands is your reputation. That is what people want to know you by. That is the career. That is your purpose. What people look up to you as. And maybe there were some things that you had to go through. Not maybe you went through some things that you had to go through to build your character. Yes, you made that decision. Yes, you went there. Yes, you did that. Yes, it failed. Yes, that person hurt you. Yes, you got fired. Own it. Just own it and let it go. Fuck it. Oh well. I did do that. I did make that decision. What's the world here? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's time to turn a new leaf, turn a new chapter. Okay, the Queen of Cups. And then we have here the High Priestess. And a lot of it is internal. It's the know. I know. If your emotions is not connected to the feeling, if your emotions not connected to what is it that you're saying, it's irrelevant. You could say as much affirmations as you want to, but if you're not seeing the results of the affirmational work that you're doing, that means that your emotions is not connected to the affirmations. You could trick everybody and make it seem like you're confident. You could trick to everybody to seem like you are confident in what you're doing here. But if you don't feel that, then it's not true. It's not true because you're not seeing no results. So now you put more things on. You put more chains. You put more crystals. You act more in your ego and not checking that ego. You make more money thinking that that's going to secure your heart. It's going to make you feel better. That's not going to make you feel better. More money means more problems. What's the Two of Wands? We got the Lovers, we got the Empress, and then we got the Nine of Swords. There's people that's coming into your life very quickly that you were not aware of. You wasn't ready. Or you didn't expect it to happen the way it did. But it did, and it is. Your challenge is allowing the fact that Spirit wants you to move more impulsively and stop being on a rock hard as fuck to move. These people that's coming into your life could change your life with just one conversation. That's how quick that quantum leap is. That's how quick shit is. And if people in your life is not making you move like that, then those are not the right people. They're not challenging you. They're not showing you those parts of yourself that needs to grow. The people that's around you that's comfortable with you knows that you need to grow, but they're okay with the fact that you're not growing. Those are people that you need to let go of. What's the Empress here as the advice? The Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys need to make some time for your mental health. And to find what serves you. What serves you? What's your purpose? Are you living in that purpose? Or are you just living... The Empress is very materialistic. She's materialistic as hell. No offense to Libras. I got it tatted on me, so I know. We think we want the most, we want the best bodies, we want the best looks, we want the best this, we want the best house. But you got to ask yourself, with all of that, if you had none of that, how do you feel about yourself? Who gives a fuck about your looks? I don't give a fuck about your looks. It's the purpose that you leave behind. Some of you guys are going to have to make some sacrifices and give up that comfortability of that life. Because the life is going to come. The life is going to be there because you are the life. You don't need nothing else to make you feel beautiful or handsome or rich. You're rich inside. You have everything. Once your body starts to break down, then you have problems. But if your body didn't break down, you could breathe, you could shit good, you could still, get hard, you could still get wet, you could still cry, you could still do certain things, you could still be active, then you still have purpose. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your purpose. Don't waste energy on things that you have no control over. We take for granted the little things, breathing, being able to feel. Some people are not able to feel. Some people are not able to see, hear. All right, collective reading here for the week. Yeah, some of you guys need to change up your home. The house was followed up by the Ace of Cups and the Emperor. So you guys need to switch up your house. Make it look more creative. Make it look more inspiring. Some of you guys need to also become more firm on the relationships that you have. Is people putting you as a third-party situation? Are you in are you in a half-ass friendship with certain people? Like you're gonna have to really like end some things, end some relationship, end people that is in your life for the wrong reasons. Your price is gonna go up. What's your clue card here? Angels. And we have here cemetery. Those are your clue cards, okay? And get you some advice, and we'll pull astrology card for you, and we off this. Can I get 4 cards here for my collective as advice? The Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Justice, and the 8 of Pentacles. You get what you give here. And what you realize here, that you get what you give and you're ready for something else, that portal is going to be blocked. When you're ready, when you're ready for real, like seriously, when you're really, really ready, and you're like, man, I'm just tired, I'm tired of this, then it will be blocked. But you have to energetically feel that first. And a lot of you guys were not ready, but now you are. And when I mean ready, is like I said, it's not about you speaking and you wearing the most crystals and you wearing the best head wraps and then you acting like you healed and you going and doing some groundwork work. I'm talking about for real experience. Stepping out there to fool. What's the Queen of Pentacles here in the Fool? The 9 of Swords. Yup. Overcoming your fears. Understanding you the only one that can do this. You making a choice to overcome your fears and taking accountability. Shit is uncomfortable. But how long are you going to wait? How long you can just sit with that energy? And how long you going to know that this is a problem? And you know that, you know what you know, but there's no progress. What's the Justice here in the 8 of Pentacles? The 7 of Wands. You push a little harder. You know your worth. You know your purpose. You know that you're leveling up. You know that you're going to get that justice because you have been putting in that work to do so. Stop being so defensive with yourself. Stop feeling pathetic. Stop feeling like, oh my God, well, oh, why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to fight so hard? Why do I have to be in this situation here? Ask yourself, how did you get into that? Where's your mindset? Are you believing that you could get, that you're deserving or worthy of more? It's all in your mind. You got yourself there, now get yourself out of it. The same way you got yourself into it is the same way that you leave. You don't like where you're at, then change your mind. Change your mindset. Take the time to be like, okay, I'm running from myself. So I go and I have sex with other people, or I go and do drugs, or I go and I go on social media and act like I have it all together, but I really don't have it all together. When do you realize here that you're running away from yourself? Stop trying to escape and do the fucking work. And that's not, like I said, shadow work is not just about sitting in the darkness and dwelling in your fucking fears and your insecurities. It's about experience. It's about getting embarrassed. It's about facing those fears and failing. And then winning, and then failing again, and then winning again. That's how we're going to experience it. Not by us just sitting on our ass, fucking doing all this crystal work and kumbaya work and avoiding people because you're really avoiding yourself. Chances make champions, baby. You will get denied. You will hear that no. You will hear the shit that you don't want to hear. But you also build that character within yourself. So you failed. So you got broken up with. So somebody here said some shit that possibly was true. Own it. Yeah, I was an asshole then. Yeah, I was an opportunist then. Yeah, I was this then. We have here ascendant interest, and then we have here Jupiter abundance. Let's see, I'm gonna finish this up. All right, this is the last card and we're off this. It says here, in the natal chart, the ascendant tells a story about how you walk into this life at your birth and how you walk into any situation. It describes the door through which you see the world and the world sees you, your filter system, and hints at your awakening consciousness. The ascendant, also known as the rising sign, describes the degree of the zodiac just coming up over the east horizon at the moment and place of your birth. Action. How do you see the world? Take a look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experiences of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your story can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view. Open that aperture. Look carefully at the signals you send off. Do they match your intent? Do you say you are fine when we really need a hug? Do you say, are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project onto the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. The ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you're asking about a project, look for your needs to be repaired and improved before you hold a press conference. Challenge. The front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearance and into the heart. But don't count on others' abilities to do so. The gift. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. Didn't I not say something here about how you guys look and how some of you guys have been trying to put this facade and act like you're healed? It's not about how you look. Your reputation is built on what you do, your purpose. You could buy as much fucking clothes. You could put on the best Balenciaga and Gucci and Fendi and all this shit on. But what is your purpose? What people gonna know you by? The clothes? The clothes are gonna get outdated. They're gonna get what? Recycled. But your spirit never gets recycled. Your spirit will never be recycled. It's only one of you. There's one Malcolm X. There's one Dr. Martin Luther King. There's one Marcus Garvey. There's only one of you. So live it up and live now. Okay? So if you guys like this, please put 1144 level. You don't have to put leveling up. Just put 1144 in the comments down below. You could cash at me, Parry with 2 eyes, 123 for the donations and the ashe. And with that being said, much abundance and prosperity, rich and abundant risings to you. Peace.